Zac Efron, America's sweetheart, has packed on 15 pounds of muscle to play the role of Kevin von Erich, a professional wrestler. Zac has always been in incredible shape, but this new physique really has brought him to like a whole nother level of testosterone.
Really confused on what you've been talking about.
Zac Efron incorporates intermittent fasting into his meal plans. Essentially what he does is a 16/8 diet. What that means is you do not eat for 16 hours of the day and you only eat for 8 hours of the day. That includes your sleep in that 16 hours. Don't worry, you're not fasting for 16 woken hours. Usually you finish your dinner at about 8, sleep at, let's say, just till midnight. You go sleep for 8 hours, 8 o'clock, that's already 12 hours? It's already 12 hours, so you really only need to go 4 hours into the day, so we really just have to go until about noon today. It's currently 8:46. I'm gonna have some coffee. A lot of water will really help to blunt the hunger. The best reason to do intermittent fasting is really 2 reasons. Number 1, you're able to really focus on a lot of work. Your mind is not really thinking about food. You haven't eaten, so you're not gonna be kind of like cycling through that to be like, oh, when's my next meal? And the second thing is that, believe it or not, you can have dessert every single day by doing this, by taking your 500, 600, 700 calorie breakfast, bringing it to dessert time, and then consuming all the calories then. You even have a slightly smaller lunch. You don't have like a really small lunch, but you do have a slightly smaller lunch, and then you pack those calories onto your dinner. So every time you go to bed, you are going to be so full because you've just had about 15 to 1600 calories. And you're like, all right, I'm feeling fantastic, I'm feeling full. Your sleep is gonna be better because your stomach is not gonna be growling. So we're gonna have some coffee. Probably just gonna chill for a little bit, might do a little bit of work. Probably gonna play some World of Warcraft. That was hotter than I thought it was gonna be, but time to enjoy. Zac likes to do some fasted cardio.
Are you ready?
I guess. What are we doing?
We're gonna run for our lives.
The best kind of cardio to do is honestly something super low intensity. You don't want something very high. You don't have a lot in your system. You actually have nothing in your system. So you really want to not go super intense with it. 30 minutes walking at about 3.5 speed, really good. You can also do 3 miles per hour at 12 incline if you want something a little bit tougher. But this will be totally fine. So toss on a TV show, a movie, something to get you through 30 minutes a little faster. And after that, we can go into our first meal. Also a great time to consume all your water that you have in this cup. So for Zac's first meal, he likes to have a bone broth. I went with a chicken one with reduced sodium. Might as well be able to get more quantity out of this. Honestly, this is a really great option. It's so low in calories, but by having and consuming something, you will actually trick your body and allow you to push your first like real meal much further into the day and put those allotted calories again onto a giant dinner. It's really good. Yep, it literally tastes like if you were to drink chicken noodle soup. And this whole thing is maybe 500 milliliters, which is only 2 servings of this, so it's a whopping 8 calories. That's it. Very, very low. You can have technically 3 or 4 glasses of these things if you really wanted to, and you'd be at 36 calories. Really not a lot. Basically these things, pretty cheap, but you can technically have one of these a day. Let's just multiply it by 4. Is that really all that's in here? Yeah. So this gives you about 4 servings is what it would be. So if you only had one of them a day, it would only be a 4-day thing. But if you were to have this in a single day and have still like no calories, but just really expand the stomach, trick it into thinking that you have basically eaten, this would be great for like prep, things like that, because it's so low in calories, so low in sodium. It'd be really good just for filling up the stomach. So for Zac's first solid lunch, he really goes with a very lean source of protein. Today we chose some chicken breast. and then some sort of mixed vegetables on the side. We went in for an entire mixed veggies salad mix. As soon as you cook it, it reduces in size, so the volume is actually not super duper high. All we did was throw on some olive oil and basically cook it in the same pan as the chicken, so it kind of absorbs some of that. I mean, it definitely tastes very healthy. It actually has a lot of the chicken spice in it. For spices, we just did salt, pepper, and paprika. Honestly, pretty easy. I wanted to make this as minimal as possible. Then for the chicken, hopefully this chicken's cooked all the way. That is delicious. That's actually so good. Like, that was only 3 ingredients for the chicken. Wow. I feel like a wrestler already. I had to make at least one joke of that. Come on, guys. All right, I'm gonna finish the rest of this, and then we're gonna head over to the gym. His workouts are really straightforward. They honestly focus primarily on the compound movements. This is gonna give you the best bang for your buck. As a wrestler, Zac's gonna need to focus on really strong lifts. Getting the most strength out of it is gonna result in the most muscle growth. So focusing on those compound movements are really gonna be key when building a great physique for this role. He performed the following workouts for 3 sets of 6 reps and would build up until you could do 5 sets of 10 reps. On the high end, that's a lot of reps, but I definitely like the start of it. I think 3 sets of 6 reps is honestly perfect. 6 to 8 is what you're gonna wanna focus on for building a solid strength physique. Anything higher than that, you're really focused on a lot of volume, just getting a lot of glycogen into the muscle. I'm still not a scientist, so that could be wrong. It's so easy to use your legs on this thing. I don't like it. Whew. I'm not a huge fan of that machine, to be honest. That's gonna wrap up the workout portion. Honestly, I really like the compound movements. It's primarily what I focus on for my training, so it really resonates well with me. I would have added in a couple little sets of just accessory work, going for like triceps, biceps, just small things, nothing major. Wasn't a huge fan of the overhead squat, just because I've never really done it. That's too CrossFit-y for me. I personally would have just gone with a back squat or a front squat. That's really all you need. But honestly, the workout's not bad. I definitely would give it a try if you're interested in it. I'll leave just kind of like a breakdown of it in the description below. But now let's go get some dinner, because I'm starving. Zac Efron loves trying foods from all across the world. He even made a TV show about it, pretty much so he could travel and eat food and go on hikes.
I'm so happy that I'm eating carbs again.
Pretty cool, honestly, if you ask me, but his favorite food of all time is Thai food. I've personally never gotten like straight Thai food. I've had spring rolls, and I realized that today that that's Thai food. So don't judge me in the comments here. Spring rolls, because I know I'm gonna like it. And we just got a beef pad Thai. I honestly don't really know what's in it. I just know there's beef in it. Whoa. It smells fantastic though. Freaking amazing looking. All this was pretty inexpensive as well. It was like 18 bucks, something like that, for like this much food. And the cool thing is this is not super high in calorie. And we've had like no calories pretty much all day today. I think we've had 600, maybe 7 if we went hard on the oils at lunchtime. This should just be spring rolls here. Let's double check them. Ooh, yeah. That's kind of the benefit when you eat doing like intermittent fasting. You can have meals like this every single night and lose weight or gain weight if you're trying to pack on more, you just have to eat more. But let's just... That's pretty good. It has like a peanut sauce to it. What? I've never tasted anything like this. This is really good. Let me try the beef. Yeah, this is delicious. Let me grab a spring roll. It might be too hot. Literally just got home with this. Just a veggie spring roll. Delicious. I'm gonna eat this entire thing because I'm quite hungry. These chairs aren't tall enough, so I have to find the smallest chair possible and then sit cross-legged. A little crisscross applesauce. I will say, I wish there was more beef in it. Definitely not enough protein. But delicious. Maybe this is like the secret to gaining like 30 pounds in, 2 months or 6 months, whatever. 6 months, he did it for 6 months. Just eat a bunch of pad thai and you'll gain 30 pounds. Mainly fat, but it is what it is. Like, how could you not consume this much food and then be satisfied and go to bed? Like, you're gonna be so full. You're gonna sleep like a baby. You're gonna wake up leaner than the last day and keep progressing like that. It's so easy. Yeah. All done. That was the Zac Efron diet and training routine. The one thing I really like about it is how straightforward it was. You fast in the morning, you have some very simple, straightforward, easy to make food, and then you finish off with a massive dinner. Your workout is pretty straightforward. You're just going for your compounds lifts mainly, then you're doing some accessory work just for whatever you want to build on more. You want to focus on more of the triceps just because that's the largest part of your arm. It's going to build your arms, make it look a lot bigger. But that's going to wrap up the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave this video a thumbs up. If you guys want to, click that subscribe button. It's free. Did you know that? You guys don't subscribe for me. At least subscribe for Gohan. Can you say subscribe? Go.